Greetings, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Carrie Konyha, professional psychic reader, shamanic energy healing practitioner, and soul guide in Sedona, Arizona, coming on to share some insights around the cosmic energies that are showing up this week, looking at the dates ranging from June 5th through June 11th, 2023. As I'm recording this, we're still basking in the energy of the full moon that we just had in the sign of Sagittarius. I want to start by talking about the energies around this full moon because it's a particularly potent full moon and it's leading us into some additional transits that are happening later this week that are going to be especially impactful. So the full moon happened on Saturday, June 3rd at 11:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 13 degrees Sagittarius, opposing the sun in Gemini at 13 degrees. The best way to understand how the energy of this full moon is influencing you specifically would be to locate the 13-degree mark of Sagittarius in your own natal chart. I want to remind us all also that the full moons always serve to illuminate our awareness, illuminating our awareness around whatever intentions we're working with, around whatever showing up in our life right now. So the full moon illuminates that which has been maybe hiding out on more of an unconscious level. With this particular full moon opposing the sun in Gemini, we have the added benefit of the full moon illuminating our awareness as to what's going on with us on a sensing feeling level, bringing the unconscious to our conscious awareness, having a deeper understanding of what's going on the emotional level, and feeling more connected with our intuition, while opposing the sun in Gemini supports us in having illuminated awareness or heightened awareness around our thoughts, ideas, and perhaps even bringing in new perspectives. Now, this particular full moon is conjunct one of the destiny points in modern astrology. This point is called the Great Attractor. And it's called that because the Great Attractor is a magnetic portal beyond our own galaxy that everything in our universe is being drawn towards that point, which is why it's called the Great Attractor. So we are also being compelled towards that point. Therefore, in modern astrology, the Great Attractor represents our unconscious desire to connect with the great mystery and to connect with our deeper sense of destiny and purpose through the use of our extrasensory perceptions, our unconscious pulls, our unconscious draws, and our desire to align with our deeper destiny. This full moon is aligned with that point. And the moon right now is out of bounds from June 4th through the 7th. Anytime the moon is out of bounds, it brings like an exaggerated expression of everything that the moon represents to us. So more than likely, we're all feeling extra sensitive emotionally. I remember like 2 days ago when the moon was still in Scorpio as it was leading up to the full moon. I know I personally felt like my body felt really heavy. I felt lethargic. I felt a little bit emotionally moody for no specific reason. Let me know in the comments if you felt that. This is, us feeling that energy of what happens when the moon is out of bounds. Okay, so the moon right now in Sagittarius is trining Mars and Leo. Mars is what inspires our drive, our enthusiasm, our passion, our forward movement in life. And when Mars is in Leo, it brings in this exuberant, creatively expressive, charismatic energy. Now, Mars is also conjunct or aligned with Venus right now, and Venus is getting ready to go in Leo on June 5th. Mars and Venus are going to be conjunct until or all the way through August 7th. And this is really significant because it's a longer term conjunction. It's going to be influencing us for a large portion of summertime. And with both Mars and Venus in Leo, we can expect that we are really tapped into our own inner exuberance. We are tapped into what feels like a vibrant electromagnetic energy within us. Of course, Mars can represent the sacred masculine and Venus represents the sacred feminine. So it's a great time to cultivate that energy within ourselves. It's a great time to be cultivating self-love, self-appreciation. And of course, with this conjunction, there can be the energy of new romance coming into the picture, definitely relationship themes. Venus represents love, beauty, things that also have to do with experiencing harmony in our lives. However, I do want to say this is the important part and why I'm bringing it up. This conjunction between Venus and Mars is opposing Pluto, which right now is retrograde and is getting ready to retrograde back into the 29 degrees of Capricorn on June 11th. With this opposition, what I feel psychically is, for one, we are all collectively revisiting whatever themes around your own inner harmony or relationships were showing up for you back in mid-February of this year, because that's when Pluto first hit the 29 degrees of Capricorn, was like February 11th. So now Pluto is going back to that degree. We're having an opportunity to revisit whatever themes got activated or awakened or brought to our attention at that time. And Pluto is going to be in Capricorn and these late degrees for the rest of this year. So the rest of this year feels like there's going to be an underlying theme of coming to terms with, clearing, releasing, letting go, healing anything that has felt like a misaligned, dysfunctional, toxic, unhealthy pattern within relationships because of the Mars Venus theme. Now, this can be our relationship with ourselves, and it can be relationship with other people. And so this definitely is a significant theme that's coming up. And what I feel, especially with this full moon being conjunct the Great Attractor, this is like a big soul growth, karmic completion type of energy, especially because this is the last time that Pluto is going to be in Capricorn for the span of our lifetime. And the 29 degree of any sign is considered to be a karmic completion degree. It feels like this can be a time where all of us, in our own unique ways, have the opportunity to bring deep healing, clearing, releasing, liberation from anything that has been your version of some type of cycle regarding relationships or your relationship with yourself that has been a dysfunctional, toxic, or misaligned pattern. And so working with that starts with being really consciously aware of how those patterns have been showing up. Ultimately, being liberated from however that's showing up in your life is a part of how you are uniquely able to launch more into what feels like that deeper soul purpose, that deeper soul path destiny, especially because Venus and Mars are both also squaring the north node of the moon. And the North Node, as you know, if you've been following my channel or if you're into astrology, also is one of the destiny points that we look at. The North Node of the moon is connected to, what we seek to experience, cultivate, learn, and what we're called towards on that deeper soul path. And so that is compounding that energy even more. The North Node right now is conjunct Jupiter in Taurus, which is really positive manifestation energy, but it's also squaring Pluto. I like to look at squares as little checkpoints. Like, what do we need to remedy? What do we need to rectify in order to move forward? It's about being liberated from any type of karmic pattern in your life that has been some type of dysfunctional, misaligned, or toxic pattern that has continually been a wedge or some type of sabotage that has derailed you from being on that deeper destiny path for yourself. These energies are not only happening for this week only, they're being activated this week, but they're like longer term energies that are going to be unfolding throughout the next many months. At the same time, Venus and Mars in Leo definitely can bring us into a summer filled with fun, exuberant social interactions as well. But we want to be aware of the deeper levels of what we're clearing at the same time for the sake of our empowerment. When we know about these energies, we can work with them more consciously and gain the most benefit from them. Now, an energy that we have that's really on our side is that we have Uranus and Mercury conjunct in the sign of Taurus. The planet Mercury is connected to our thinking, our rationale, our mind. It's how we communicate. It's also connected to learning, studying, things of that nature, while Uranus is connected to higher mind. Anytime we have an aspect between Uranus and Mercury, it brings opportunities to gain insight through meditation. It enables us to access what I call cosmic consciousness, having transmissions or downloads of awarenesses along those lines. In fact, the Great Attractor point is also connected to light code transmissions and things of that nature. So for those of you who are into that type of thing, or you're just really into accessing higher guidance from the cosmos, from your higher self, from spirit guides, this is a really good week to do that. And it's a tool that we have access to that can bring us specific insights and even instruction on how to move through the energy conscientiously, deliberately. I'm always a big fan of moving through whatever our things are with as much love, friendliness, kindness, conscientiousness as possible. And this conjunction between Uranus and Mercury, if we work with it wisely and utilize it as a time of gaining higher awareness, higher perspectives through meditation, can really be an empowering tool for us at this time. That conjunction is also trining Pluto, which is a positive aspect. So illuminating our awareness, higher consciousness around how to transcend, heal, complete those karmic issues that I was talking about earlier. We also have Neptune in Pisces making a sextile aspect to Pluto and trining Venus. So Neptune in Pisces is a really spiritual energy. We, of course, also still have Saturn in Pisces, which can support us in manifesting our deeper goals and dreams on that soul level. Neptune in Pisces supports us in feeling more connected to our creative gifts, our spiritual gifts that we can utilize to catapult ourselves forward at this time in alignment with our deeper destiny, our highest calling, highest goals and dreams. You can see how the astrology that's showing up this week, the transits that are coming in and the aspects have this overall theme around us clearing away anything that has limited or inhibited us from fully embracing, fully leaping into deeper destiny, higher calling. And then lastly, on June 11th, Mercury actually goes into Gemini, and Mercury is the ruling planet for Gemini. And Mercury is going to be in Gemini from June 11th through June 26th. So during that time is also a really good time to put constructive energy into any ambitions, goals, projects that you have going on that require any form of creative communication, whether it's writing, speaking, creating music, any modality of expression that is connected to our mental awareness. The next few weeks is a really advantageous time to put positive energy into those things. Okay, so I'm going to read some cards for everyone. We're going to go through all of the signs. And the reason that I'm doing this video pre-recorded rather than live today is so that I can see if I can chapter out what we're doing now so that you can skip ahead to your sign if you want to. However, the way that I do this, it is beneficial to listen to all of the signs, because this is going to be not only for if it's your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, but if you know your chart and you want to know some information about the planets through the signs in your chart, then this will enable you to get some additional information for yourself along those lines as well. So I'm working with the World Spirit Tarot today, but I'm only going to be working with the major arcana so that we can take a look at the soul evolution themes. And with this week coming off of the full moon, we're going to look at those types of full moon and Sagittarius themes, which are all about expansion into higher perspectives and revealed truths. So first we're coming into Aries here, and let's see what wants to come up for Aries. Let me just spread these out here. And this is what's coming up for Aries. Gets the Hanged Man card reversed. And when the Hanged Man card comes up reversed, it typically means that you're coming into more of a period of activity or action now after being on some type of literal or metaphoric pause in your life. When this card comes up in the right side up position, it brings in messages about pausing, reflecting for the purpose of gaining new or higher perspectives, literally, and that when it comes up reversed, you've gained some type of higher illumination, higher perspective, and you're ready to take action now or to move forward based on the awarenesses that you have. Totally makes sense for Aries energy. And let's go ahead and see what's coming up for Taurus. Taurus gets the Lover's card. Interesting, because Taurus is ruled by Venus. This brings us to the Mars-Venus conjunction that we have going on. So as I mentioned earlier, for Taurus, this is your time to really unite, to unify, harmonize, balance your own energies within yourself, embracing opportunity for deepening within relationships. Taurus is all about sensuality, enjoying pleasures of the senses. So even being in that energy socially as we're moving through the summer, really diving into enjoying pleasure of how you're engaging and interacting with people. That feels really good. And so looking into Gemini, Gemini gets the Star card reversed. The Star card is the energy of, it's very connected to themes that also relate to North Node. It's our higher calling. But when it comes up reversed, it's inviting us to connect with our own inner light, which you could see as your own inner enthusiasm, whatever lights you up energetically, and allowing that to be your guide right now. Connect with your own inner illumination, your own inner light, your own inner upliftment, inspiration. Let that be your guide right now. Okay, we're coming into Cancer. Cancer gets the Empress card. This is very fitting for Cancer because the Empress card is all about self-nurturing. And of course, Cancer is the nurturer. So this makes me feel that Cancerian people, people who have strong Cancer energies in their chart, are naturally feeling already really aligned with themselves and in the energy of wanting to nurture yourself and be in the energy of nurturing others. So your pathway forward now, Cancer, is through your nurturing yourself and others. Coming into Leo. Okay, so the Hierophant card reversed is coming up for Leo. Leo is aware that Mars and Venus conjunction is happening. And so when I see this card coming up reversed, it's all about non-conformity and non-conventionality. So being in your own path, expressing yourself in your own unique ways, embodying your own uniqueness, your own individuality. This is not the time to be conforming to societal structures, rules, socialization, domestication, or conditioning. It's finding your own way. Let's see what's coming up for Virgo. Virgo, funny enough, gets the Justice card. And I say that because Virgo can be the archetype of the healer, but it's also the archetype of the analyzer. The Justice card, as it relates to our soul evolution, when the Justice card comes up, it gives us an opportunity to pause, reflect, and become aware of what the results of our past actions have been. And then we can choose more deliberately. Does it feel like I'm in a good flow? Are my actions producing the intended results? Or do I need to make adjustments? So, Virgo, you are at home with analyzing these types of things. So, spending time in contemplation, specifically around how the ways that you've been applying your energy, the actions you've been doing, the choices you've been making, are they working for you? Are they lining things up for you? Or do you need to have some reflection around where you can make some adjustments for yourself? And then Libra gets the Temperance. Libra gets the Temperance card. The Temperance, of course, is all about balance. It's funny how these cards are showing up for the signs that seem to naturally relate to these types of themes. Specifically for Libra, as the Temperance is coming up, the Temperance card specifically talks about a new alchemy, a new balance that can happen when we put our attention on balancing our inner sensing, feeling, vibrational frequency, being aware of what your frequency is on that sensing, feeling level, and understanding how your vibrational frequency is impacting what's manifesting for you. That's why in this card, the angel has 1 foot in the water, which represents our emotions, our unconscious mind, and 1 foot on the earth, which is our groundedness, our balance in our physical world of form, but it also has to do with manifestation. So for Libra, there's a message for you with, heightened perspectives being around, noticing what is the predominant frequency vibration that you're embodying and recognizing the correlation between that and what you're experiencing in the world of form. Scorpio. Scorpio, so funny, gets the Hermit card. The reason this is funny is because Scorpio is very at home with really merging or diving deep into the depths of our soul. And the Hermit card, when this card comes up as it relates to our soul evolution, is a message about going within, seeking our inner wisdom, connecting with our silent knowing, our soul guidance. And so for Scorpio, your pathway forward through these energies that are showing up this week and influencing us over the next many weeks to many months, this is a time of maybe strengthening your meditation practice. And I'm going to say this here, when it comes to strengthening our meditation practice, it's about quality, not quantity. A few minutes of meditation, deep, undistracted meditation daily, is more beneficial than trying to do longer meditations a few times a week. So keep that in mind. Daily meditation, daily quality meditation time is the key for you, Scorpio. Let's come into Sagittarius. Sagittarius, so, oh my goodness, this is so crazy how this is happening. Sagittarius is getting the moon card. And we just had the full moon in Sagittarius, aligned with the Great Attractor. As this relates to the moon is all about accessing those deep unconscious aspects of us. And as we've talked about, the Great Attractor is connected to our unconscious desire to connect with what I call the great mystery, the spiritual components of life, the mysteries of life, the spiritual mysteries of life. In fact, I didn't say this yet, the Great Attractor is fixed. It's always in the same place at 14 degrees Sagittarius. The Sabian symbol for the 14 degrees of Sagittarius is the pyramid and the Sphinx in Egypt, which represents the great mysteries of life, right? That's one of the mysteries we have on our planets is, how were these made? Who made them? Where do they come from? What do they represent? And of course, there's layers upon layers of theories and layers upon layers of esoteric teachings that are ancient, that we do all have access to on deep, unconscious, extrasensory levels. So for Sagittarius, this can be a time of great awakening for you through being willing to be curious about what are those deeper awakenings happening within you, arising from the deep unconscious part of you, especially on the extrasensory perception levels, which is connected to the moon card as well. Capricorn. Dun, dun, dun. I put the Nine of Cups in with the major arcana cards as like a wild card, so to speak. And so Capricorn, you're getting the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is the wish card. It's known as the wish card in the tarot. And what it means is when this card comes up, it means that you are being supported by the universe in experiencing, creating, manifesting what your deepest goals and dreams are. And recognizing in with the theme that we're talking about this week, those deeper goals and dreams are connected to, you can say, your deeper destiny or your higher calling. Capricorn, you are being supported in those things. So sometimes when this card comes up as it relates to our soul evolution, you know, the universe is supporting you, but you have to have clarity on exactly what it is that you're striving for in order for the universe to be able to fully give it to you. So Capricorn, take some time this week to get clear on What am I genuinely feeling compelled towards? What am I feeling, and what are my passions and my enthusiasms and guiding me towards in the realm of how I want to be contributing my energy, my unique soul gifts to life. And in having that clarity, you will see that you are being supported by spirit, God, universe, cosmic consciousness, as I like to say, in experiencing, creating, or manifesting those things. Aquarius gets the devil card reversed. When the devil card comes up reversed, it's being liberated from anything that has felt like any form of restriction, limitation, energetic density, or stagnation. It's being liberated from those things. So take some time, Aquarius, to feel into, where have you been feeling stuck? Where have you been feeling stifled? And know that you're being supported and being liberated from those things, but you may need to advocate for yourself and make decisions and have conversations to initiate that energy. I feel that intuitively. I feel that. It's not like the universe is saying, okay, poof, you're liberated. It's more like recognizing that, where you feel stuck, stifled, and you doing what you need to do to liberate yourself from that, which of course is aligned with these energetic themes we've talked about, coming up with the cosmic astrological energies. And then last, Pisces is the Judgment card reversed. So when this card comes up in the reverse position, first let me talk about it right side up. The messages of the reversals are always connected to the right side up meaning, right? So when this card comes up right side up, it is an energy of resurrection, being resurrected into fresh energies that are connected to letting go of self-judgment, self-criticism, self-doubt, any type of derogatory, demeaning, or limiting ideas or thoughts or feelings. When this card comes up, we're resurrecting, we're waking up from that. So when this card comes up reversed, it's especially because Pisces can be linked to like unconscious self undoing. It's like that's what we're being made aware of right now. In the reverse position, it's like a deeper awareness of like, oh, now I get it. I've been unconsciously sabotaging myself in this way. With Pisces, a lot of times the unconscious sabotaging has to do with our humanitarian nature. And Pisces is typically very humanitarian, very energetically sensitive, intuitive, and empathic. And we just see the world through rose-colored glasses, and we think everybody is living their highest and best selves, and we want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, and we see the best in everyone, and we overextend ourselves to help everyone else, and whoops, in the meantime we become drained. So a lot of Pisces undoing can be around those types of themes. And psychically, I feel, especially with the energies that are coming up this week, this is the awareness that we're being illuminated into. And so the resurrection is remembering yourself in life, supporting yourself, advocating for your own, vibrance, so to speak. Also, it can be about having boundaries, clearing away, however it's been that you've been dumping your energy into a black hole, recognizing that and deciding to funnel or channel that energy into yourself right now, into your own resurrection, your own awakening into what one of my teachers would say would be like a new dream. in life, resurrecting, waking up into a new dream, creating a new vision for yourself, a vibrant, fulfilling, vitalized vision that's connected to your deeper destiny, higher calling. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. We're through the signs. I'm going to chime in next week with another energy update. Let me know in the comments how this is all showing up for you. If you have your chart, let me know what's going on in the 14 degrees of Sagittarius sector of your chart and how you might be recognizing how these energies are showing up for you. All my love, blessings, namaste. I'll see you next week.